Hi, I'm Rick Rummage, President and CEO of the Rummage Group. Today I'd like to discuss recruiting, our salaried division, and the difficulties companies face when trying to hire new employees. Hiring a new employee can be a real nightmare, and here's why. At a typical large company, there's a human resource department staffed with seasoned employees. One of their many time-sensitive responsibilities is to make sure all open positions get filled quickly. This includes sourcing, qualifying, and hiring new employees for the company. HR professionals typically source through advertising on websites like LinkedIn, Indeed, ZipRecruiter, and various other job boards. The biggest problem with this strategy is they're only finding 5 to 10% of the qualified and active candidates. I'll explain more in a minute. To find even a few, they weed through hundreds and even thousands of unqualified applicants. This is frustrating, time-consuming, and costly. At smaller companies, it's even worse. They don't usually have an HR department, and hiring usually falls on the shoulders of an unqualified employee. Since they're not a trained HR professional, many mistakes are made during the hiring process. Not to mention, this is usually an added responsibility. To do their regular job, source, screen, interview, and hire new employees is nearly impossible. Therefore, many positions go unfilled for months. After meeting with several B, C, and D level candidates, the firm finally throws in the towel, holds their breath, and hires the best of the bunch. If your HR employees are not making cold calls to your competitors, then you're not seeing most of the available talent. Now that we've discussed the challenges of hiring, let's discuss the two types of candidates available: active and passive. Active candidates are currently looking for a job and therefore want you to find them. They usually put their resumes online and typically respond to advertisements on various job boards. On the other hand, passive candidates are not looking for a job and therefore will not respond to an advertisement, email, or any other type of message. It's as if they're hiding from you. And passive candidates make up to 90 to 95% of the qualified candidates in your market. The only way to find passive candidates is to make recruiting calls, and that's where the Rummage Group's salaried division comes in. Unlike HR managers or unqualified employees, we can find nearly 100% of available candidates. This is because we research your competitors, locate and target the employees you're looking for, and then call them. Once we get a recruit prospect on the phone, we sell them on your opportunity and benefits of working for you. It's like the old saying, how can you want something if you don't know it exists? We make sure the passive candidates know you exist and explain the benefits of working for you. Before we bring you any candidates, we thoroughly screen and interview them using our Consultation 360 process. This ensures they're a qualified and talented candidate. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's give you a little background on the Rummage Group. I started the Rummage Group in 2007 after spending 20 years in wealth management and banking. Through 4 mergers, I worked for 11 financial institutions and held several different positions. Over the years, I dealt with dozens of recruiters, both as a manager and as a candidate. I started the Rummage Group out of frustration with them. I found they treated me as a transaction rather than a partner. Other than sourcing the candidates, I felt they added very little value. I knew I could do a much better job, and voila, the Rummage Group was born. My experience and knowledge have allowed me to provide my team with the industry's best training. When you work with the Rummage Group, you're dealing with experts who provide you with a high level of service. Our goal is to help you maximize revenue by keeping your company fully staffed with as little disruption as possible. Since we don't use any job boards, every candidate we bring you will be qualified and very difficult for your staff to find. Let me wrap it up by discussing our 4-point process. This process makes hiring easy. 1, we get to know you, your company's wants, needs, and culture. This helps us fill your position with top-notch candidates. 2, we have the best resources and tools to research, locate, and call nearly 100% of the candidates in your market. 3, we put every candidate through our Consultation 360 interview process to make sure you only are interviewing qualified and talented candidates. 4, we partner with you every step of the way, from establishing an updated and competitive compensation package to setting up interviews, negotiating salary, bonuses, and benefits. This will give you the greatest chance of successfully hiring top-notch talent. Give our salary division a call. It's the only call you'll have to make.